The Honourable Shane Jones.
The value of today is that the New Zealand public has been given access to data which reflects that Treasury itself realises it needs to do better. This is a revision of forecasts where Treasury itself says, Mr Speaker, that it's had to go back and rework its own modelling. And this document says that those forecasts reflect nothing in terms of what this government is doing to remedy and turn around the situation that the government has inherited. Yes, you'll hear all sorts of strange, bizarre rationalisations from the cooker lentil speakers from that side of the House. This has got nothing, Mr Speaker, to do with the changes that we are making because they're overdue. Go no further than page 8, growth strategy. The growth strategy is necessary because we've come out of a recession. We've come out of a period of time where the Reserve Bank has maintained extraordinarily high interest rates to deal with the legacy that we inherited. Too much money chasing too few goods. And if you've got any doubt as to whether or not the recipe we are pursuing will or won't deliver, look no further than the massive growth in export income coming from the primary sector announced last week. Fisheries up, horticulture up, farming up, forestry increasing. And what does the other side of the House want us to do? They don't want a growth strategy. They want us to halt our regulatory green, brown, red tape busting efforts. But unless we free the economy from the calcified rules and regulations we've inherited, we will not see the growth. Sure, we are going through a struggler's gully dip. But then all Kiwis know that because they're managing their own household budgets. No one, sir, believes the green soup, the cultural promises that have been put about by the opposition. It is only by building confidence and certainty with new investment which will flow and blow forward into our economy like leaves on an autumn storm, and the effect of the fast track will be like a storm. Blow away all the cobwebs of complacency. Blow away all of the insects trying to eat and gorge upon our own ability to pay and govern ourselves with a surplus. So I say to you, Kiwis, the reality is that this is a day of a turning day. We are confident that we have the policies, we have made the decisions. Yes, we do need to make an effort to take the public with us, but we're justifying why we're doing these things because it leads to economic surplus. And the economic surplus is the only way the hospitals, the schools, the nurses will thrive. And that will not take place unless we boost innovation, change the regulatory framework, and also invest in education. Strip out of our education all of these marginal issues to do with gender and such matters. Go back to science, go back to mathematics, go back to reading and writing, because that's where we've got a deficit. Of course, these are contestable ideas, but there's things that you cannot contest, i.e. we have inherited a system where costs are consistently understated and risks are overstated. And for those reasons, Mr. Speaker, the recipe, the changes, and indeed the options that will be outlined later today inside the fast track, and it's a tragedy that they won't vote for it, but they will all be present when the projects are opened. They will all stand and cuddle the workers when they have new jobs. They'll all stand and use the new infrastructure, bridges, roads, new infrastructure that will define a new era of prosperity in regional New Zealand. So my plea, New Zealanders, dismiss the empty promises And as I've described earlier, the cooker lentil green thinking. Kia ora tātou.